Good day, folks. I hope this message finds you well. Today's message is on how to identify a narcissist. Okay, I'm going to give you 5 clues or 5 things to look for in order to identify a narcissist. But before we get into the message, I'd like to take a moment to say hello and welcome to everyone. If you're new here, I go by the name Inspired Seeker, and on this channel we discuss spirituality, personal development, and narcissism. So if any of that appeals to you, or if you feel called to, then I'd like to invite you to join us, and I promise you will not regret that decision. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get into the message. All right, 5 ways to identify a narcissist, guys. And I'd like to start with this. As a survivor, as a victim, as someone who has been victimized by a narcissist or a toxic individual, it's very important not only for you to heal and recover, but also to know the ins and outs of how narcissists operate, and also how to identify them, who they are, how they move, and how they operate. Okay, this is very important to the victims, to the survivors, in order for them not to fall prey, or for them not to fall victim to the same toxic behavior yet again. Okay, so if you are a victim, or if you're a survivor, and if you've been through narcissistic abuse of any kind, then I urge you, it's very important that you take the time not only to heal and recover, but also to educate yourself on narcissism. All right, it's very important. You need to become aware of narcissism. You need to know the ins and outs and everything there is to know about narcissism. Should you encounter a narcissist, this video will help you identify them. The first point I have, guys, on how to identify a narcissist is superiority complex. Okay, this is what I termed it. All right, it's superiority. Okay, guys, as we know, narcissists operate from their ego. Okay, in their mind and in their distorted reality, guys, they're bigger than any and everything that ever existed. Okay, so they feel superior to others, and how you'll be able to identify this is the way they treat others. There are a certain group of people who are actually narcissistic in nature, by the way. They don't recognize equality. They respect, or they recognize other people based on their accomplishments, based on their bank accounts, based on their properties, just based on their finances, based on certain factors that they shouldn't rate a person on, right? Individuals are created equal, right? We are all equal beings. We are all spiritual beings having a human experience. And so what someone does for work does not essentially explain who they actually are, right? What someone does for work does not necessarily tell you who that person really is. Okay, now a narcissist will treat the doorman different from how they would treat, say, the manager, right? And this is because they see the doorman as a lower level worker and the manager as a higher level worker. Okay, I forgot who said this, but he said, I treat the CEO the same way as I treat the janitor. They're equally as important to make the thing grow, right? To make whatever that project is, to make it run. They're equally as important. Okay, so I respect the CEO the same way that I respect the janitor. All right, Narcissists do not see it this way, okay? Narcissists will treat the CEO different and treat the janitor like crap. Just because they're a janitor, they see them as a lower level worker, okay? And oftentimes they'll complain about the level of service that these individuals are providing, okay? This is a sign of their ungrateful nature, all right? Because should this lower level worker not show up to work, or should they not work, then that entire operation will not be able to function, all right? So everybody is playing a part in order for the operation to function successfully. So they all are equally as important, okay? So someone's job or someone's position is not necessarily an indicator of who that individual truly is, okay? It could be a matter of circumstance where they're doing that so they can earn funds to do something else, okay? So that's sign number one, all right? The superiority complex. Narcissists feel superior, and so they will treat others who they see as beneath them, they will treat them like crap, essentially, all right? So that's number one. They're very rude to them. They're very disrespectful. They're very ungrateful to these type of lower level workers. But we have to understand that these individuals are just as important as the manager or the CEO, because they are all part of a team and they are all needed to make the operation run. And number two is lightning movers. Okay, that's what I call lightning movers. Okay, you know lightning, we say lightning fast, right? So essentially what I mean is fast movers. Lightning movers are quick to move like that. Okay, once a narcissist has identified you as a target, and they see that they could get supply from you, you are the right one for them, you are the right target for them, they want to close like that. Okay, imagine closing on a house. They want to close the deal like that. Okay, they want to move on. They want to have you exclusively to themselves. They want to be lovers overnight. They want to move in together within a few days. They want to become boyfriend and girlfriend, or go get married like that. Okay? These are all signs of narcissism and control. Okay? And also their fear that someone else may snatch you up. All right? So when you meet a person who is quick to move forward with things, maybe you had the first date and they're ready to go get married, or they're ready to go move in. I had this experience happen to me. All right. I hung out with a female who expressed interest in me one time. And we hung out one time. And then next thing I know, there's rumors everywhere that we were an item. She was spreading rumors that her and I were an item. So this is how fast these individuals are ready to move on. Okay. Because they have zeroed in on you. They have identified you as the right target. Maybe you have something that they can benefit from. You have high levels of supply. And so the moment they identified you and zeroed in on you, they're ready to close the deal. Okay? They're ready to make you theirs. They're ready to move in together. They're ready to get married. They're ready to become lovers. They're ready to have you all to themselves exclusively. They're ready to move forward. All right. So that's sign number two. Lightning movers or fast movers. All right. You have to be very careful of these types of individuals. All right. You just met them, and overnight they want to be best friends. This typically happens at the job. Okay. Overnight they want to be best friends. Overnight they want to be your best friend, and the way they do it, they want to be exclusive with you, okay? Because they're expecting you now to suddenly forget about all your other friends and only focus on them, okay? So if you meet someone who exhibits this type of behavior, know that they are a narcissist, and you should stay very far away from them. Sign number three, guys, is the sob story or the pity party. Okay, the sob story or the pity party. And this is typically used to measure your level of empathy. Okay, they want to measure how much they could get away with you, essentially. Okay, so I'm gonna say it this way, right? Everyone has a sob story. Okay, everyone has experienced a challenging time, and everyone has a sob story. So I'm not saying everyone that has a sob story is narcissistic, okay? But every narcissistic has a sob story. And here's the difference. You just met them, and already they're giving you a sob story. You just met, and already they're giving you a sob story about how something is not going right, or how somebody has hurt them in the past, or how something personal that they should be keeping to themselves, at least until you get to know each other better. They reveal that to you at the first encounter, at the initial interaction. They reveal this secret to you just like that. They are essentially trying to measure your level of empathy. Okay, they're throwing a hook out there to see what if you're gonna bite. All right, so they're gonna see how you react to that. All right, if you empathize with them, which is the natural thing to do, if you empathize with them, then they know, okay, I have one. All right, they can measure your level of empathy right then and there. Now, I'm not saying everyone who has a sob story is a narcissist, right? But every narcissist has a sob story, all right? And they will lead the conversation with that, okay? The interaction, you just met them the first time, they will lead with that, all right? And that's only to gauge your level of empathy. Sign number 4 is attention-seeking behavior, okay? Attention-seeking behavior. We know that narcissists thrive off attention, okay? They thrive off control, they thrive off supply, they thrive off attention. And attention is a form of supply, okay? So if they're not the center of attention, it's killing them. They always want to be in the limelight. They always want to be the center of attention, okay? And so they'll do certain behaviors to get attention, okay? They'll do certain things only to get attention from the people around, all right? And another thing, too, is that when you're in a conversation with them, they will steer the conversation back to themselves. Always steer the conversation back to themselves. It could be anything you're talking about, and they will compare themselves to something. All right? They will always find a way to steer the conversation back to themselves. All right? Another thing you could watch out for, too, is that in a conversation, they make you feel like your views don't matter. They'll be the only one talking and expecting you to do the listening. Okay? You just started a conversation. A conversation is, I talk, you listen, then you talk, I listen, right? A narcissist conversation goes like this. I talk and you listen. That's it. Okay? I'm talking, you should listen to me. That's it. Okay? So if you're in a conversation with a person who is finding ways to bring the conversation back to themselves constantly, no matter what the subject is, they always find a way to bring it back to themselves. That's an indicator of a narcissist. Also, if you're in a conversation with someone and they don't even let you get a word in, they're talking constantly, and expecting you to listen to them, that's also another sign of a narcissist that you need to look out for. Okay? So that's attention seeking. All of this is all about attention, guys. Okay? That's attention seeking. The last but not least, number 5, guys, is fake empathy or fake flattery. Okay? You know some people that when you meet them, you typically see this in the movies or in the shows or sitcoms or whatever. All right? They give this fake flattery and then they turn around and go gossip, right? they see you out in a store or something, in a supermarket, and they give you all this fake flattery, they give you all this fake conversation, and then they're going to the next aisle with your significant other and gossip and go say something bad about you. Okay, these are the types of things that narcissists do. Okay, these are the types of things that narcissists do, guys. They see you, they'll flatter you. They'll flatter you. Everything you do, they love. Everything you do, they like. Everything you wear, they like. They'll compliment you on this, compliment you on that. Oh, you smell good. Oh, you look good. Oh, this outfit fits you perfectly. Oh, this, oh, that. They're flattering you, guys. And chances are it's fake. Okay? Chances are all of that flattery is fake. Okay? They're doing all of that to get you to like them, to get you to lower your guard, to get you to let them in. Okay? So that's sign number 5, guys. Fake flattery. Also fake empathy. Okay? You know when the flattery is fake. The same way you would know when the empathy is fake. Okay? You going through something and you know them not to be this empathic type of person. Okay? Not to be this super empathic type of person. But suddenly they're so empathic with you. They're expressing all this deep empathy for you suddenly. Okay? You know them not to be this type of person. Or even if you don't know them, you could gauge a person's level of empathy, okay? And you could tell when the empathy is fake, all right? And so it's very important to identify these 5 signs because it will help you in navigating the world of narcissism, all right? Especially if you've been victimized before, especially if you are a survivor or a victim of narcissistic abuse, all right? So that's 5 ways to identify narcissists. I hope I made it clear enough. I'll go over it again. Superiority, guys, where they treat those beneath them or those with lower positions bad or rude or disrespectful or ungrateful because they feel like they're higher than them. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2 is lightning movers or fast movers. Okay, you just met them, you went on one date maybe, and they want to move in together. Okay, they want to be boyfriend and girlfriend right away. They want to go get married right away. Okay, and you just met. They want to move forward so fast because at that point they've identified you as someone they like, someone with high levels of supply, and so they've targeted you and they want to move in with you, become exclusive with you so nobody else could get to you. Also, those people, when you meet them, they want to be best friends overnight. All right, typically at the job. Okay, typically at the job, but also on a regular basis, they want to be best friends overnight, expecting you to let go of all your past friendships and make them your best friend. Okay, this is a big indicator, guys. All right, and number 3 is the sob story or the pity party. Okay, you just met someone and they're giving you a sob story, a personal story that they should keep to themselves or they shouldn't reveal at the first interaction. Okay, they shouldn't reveal to you during the first interaction, but they're revealing it only to gauge your level of empathy. Okay, then the 4th one is attention seeking. Okay, they always find a way to bring the conversation back to them. Okay, they always find a way to bring the conversation back to them, or they talk incessantly. They talk constantly. They talk incessantly and expect you to listen to them. They won't let you get a word in. All right, this is typical. Okay, also those type of people that always want to one-up you. Okay, I forgot to mention this earlier. That goes for number 4, attention seeking. Okay, they want to one-up you. All right, it's almost like a competition. You say this, they have to go up beyond that. You say that, they have to go up beyond that. Narcissistic, guys. Okay, and number 5 is fake flattery and fake empathy. Okay, fake flattery and fake empathy. Everything you do, they love. Everything you do, they like. They essentially portraying to you that they love you or they like you so much. Okay, but it's not normal. Okay, that's not normal, guys. All right, no matter who you is, there's something that you're not gonna like. Okay, there's some things you may like, but there's some things you may not like. So if you meet someone who likes everything you do, or likes everything you say, or likes everything you wear, or one of those guys, you know that they're flattering you, okay, and it's fake. The same goes for empathy, okay? You will know when the empathy a person is giving towards you is good, it's authentic or not, all right? And narcissists will often give fake empathy and fake flattery, only to get to you, all right? So these are the 5 ways to identify a narcissist, okay? It's very important to know these things, because if you've been victimized before, you don't want to be victimized again, all right? So if you find value in this video, then stick around, because there should be another video popping up either here, or even a playlist on narcissism, all right? Stick around and get more information on narcissism. Other than that, I'll leave it here. Until next time, guys, peace, love, and more life.